In this video, we're going to use ActionScript to apply a blur filter. The blur filter is the easiest filter to use with ActionScript because there's the fewest properties to modify. Make sure you have import flash.filters ** in the top line of your ActionScript. Remember, the asterisk tells Flash you want to import all of the filters. We're going to be using a whole bunch of different filters, so you want to make sure you have all of them imported. Now type var space myblur with a capital B colon blur filter with a capital B and a capital F semicolon. That line we just create a new variable called myblur that's equal to a blur filter. Press enter a couple times. Type myblur with capital B space equals space new space blur filter with capital B capital F. Open parenthesis. See this little line come up? If it doesn't, you can click this button here to show the code hint. This code here just tells you the properties that your blur filter is going to ask for. If you don't identify any properties, it will apply default values to your blur filter. So we want to have control over that. So let's look at this first. It says blur x is equal to a number, blur y is equal to a number, quality is equal to a number. And they're all separated by commas. Quality refers to the quality of the filter that you're using. When you're applying a filter normally, you have the options low, medium, and high. In ActionScript, use a number there. It's 0 through 15. The higher the number, the higher the quality. So let's type some values in. I'm going to type 10 for blur x, comma, 10 for blur y, comma, 15 for the quality, close parenthesis, semicolon. Press enter a few times. Now we're going to apply this filter to the object on stage. Make sure you know the instance name. Mine's called MC_face. Go back to your actions. Make sure you're down a few lines. Type your instance name, MC_face, .filters. Every movie clip has a filters property. Space equals space. Open brace. myblur with capital B. Close brace. Semicolon. You're probably tripping out because it's in braces and we haven't used braces before. Just remember that you put it in braces. The reason why is because filters uses an array. An array is something we're not going to be going into a whole bunch in this video training. So just remember that you put it in braces instead of brackets or parentheses or in nothing. Now test the movie, see the result, and that's awesome. If you want to modify one of these, remember it's blur x, blur y, and quality. So I can take away the blur y by typing 0 right here and test the movie. Get kind of like a motion blur on it. Change the quality to 1. So that's how you apply a blur filter. Other filters have a lot more properties, so it gets a little bit more complicated to remember what you're modifying. So we're going to use a different method to modify the properties of different filters.